Hello and welcome back to Sorare Assist. Adam here. I've got a lineup builder for you today for the Specialist and the Underdog divisions. Stay tuned for that. Before all that though, if you do like this video, please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget you can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram and of course Twitter as well. And for more free Sorare content, please check out SorareAssist.com. Links to all this good stuff are in the description. There's also a link in the description if you want to sign up to Sorare and get a free limited card and 13 common cards. And don't forget that you can now become a member of this YouTube channel by clicking that join button below, and you'll also get early access to any scouting videos. Okay, let's crack on then with today's lineup builder. So as I say, I'm going to be picking my Specialist Limited League team and also my Underdog Limited team as well. So let's start with the Specialist Limited first of all. So the requirement this week is the minimum of 2 players with an average of 40 or below in the last 15 games. Maximum of 1 player with an average of 60 or above in the last 15. And maximum of 2 players allowed from the same team. So let's have a look what players I've got then. Now I don't know if you guys have been watching previous lineup builders, but I was thinking about trying to use a L15 player in the goalkeeper slot. So this week obviously it's 40 or below, but then I've realised that there's a lot of occasions where these low scoring goalkeepers generally don't have any high scores, so I think that's really going to scupper your chances in terms of potentially winning this division. I think you're probably best to go with a better keeper who could potentially keep a clean sheet. Especially with this week with the L15 being 40 or below in the Specialist League, you are best off going with a better keeper in this position, I would say, and that is a tactic that I'm going to try this week. Obviously if it was a higher last 15, say a 50 or something like that, then obviously people like Andrew Blake would fall into that category. But I think 40 or under, you're probably best going with a good keeper in this position. So with that in mind, I'm not going to go with Blake in this scenario, but I think a good choice here looks like Jung Sung Ryong of Kawasaki Frontale. Obviously they're playing in the AFC Champions League at the minute, and he has been playing all the games for Kawasaki, so I expect him to play this game as well, away to a very weak opposition by the looks of things. But I've also got 2 copies of Davy Roof, and they're at home to Genk. So that's also an option as well. Keeping in mind that I could use Sung Ryong in my Asia lineup. So I think in this instance what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go with Davy Roof, one of my Davy Roof in the goalkeeper slots. Now in terms of defenders, ideally I would like this to be one of the L40 players. Don't know if I've got any of those, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to head over to Sorare data, because I really need to get some idea of the fixtures available for these players what have got L40 or below scores in the last 15. So we've got Christian Gunter here. He looks like a decent option. Freiburg at home to Mönchengladbach. Says they're the favourites here. They are 5th though, and Mönchengladbach are capable of scoring of course, so they could potentially get a goal in this game. Sandra I don't think is going to play here. Sifsi is also potentially an option, although I don't know if he's been playing the recent games. Let me just turn this on. So let's just go back to Sifsi. Sifsi. He didn't play the last game, so I don't know if he's injured or something. So that's maybe one that I'm going to rule out for now. So yeah, in terms of defenders then, in terms of the L15 player for defenders, it's Gunter looks like the best option. Let's have a look at what I've got available in terms of midfielders. So midfielders, I've got Lowen here, Edward Lowen, who plays for Bochum. They're at home to Augsburg. 43% chance of winning for them. He could be a potential. He has been playing a few sub games, so it might be a bit of a risk, that one. Salamekas has been playing. I don't know if he's going to be playing this one though. Tough match anyway, away to Lazio. Marshall Rutte is injured. Pizzi has not been playing. He's just been playing about 8 minutes a game. Abid's a bit of a poor choice. Pochettino's not going to play that one, I thought. So there's Derkin possibly, but he's not had the best start at life at DC United. So it looks like the defender at the minute is probably the best choice. So let's have a look at our forwards as well. So I've got Nizgoda here as a forward option for Portland Timbers at home to Salt Lake City. And obviously they conceded 6 goals in their last game, so he could have a chance of potentially getting the score sheet there. I've also got El Hankuri as well for Groningen at home to Heracles. That's an option. That is definitely an option. He started all of the last previous games, so he could be a potential option there. So it looks like the forwards is looking pretty solid here. Got 2 potential options there. I've also got Gunter in defence. So I think what I'm going to probably do is put Gunter in the defender slot. Where is he? There he is. Put Gunter in there. We'll check the team news, of course, make sure that it's playing. In terms of the midfielder slot then, I'm going to go with a really solid option here. Just looking down the list. I think I know I'm going to pick here, but I'm just going to have a look. I think I'm going to go with Carlos Gil here, away to DC United. He's obviously a quality player. He can be my 60 plus player, so I'm going to put him in there. Forward, it's going to be between Al Hankuri and Nizgoza. So I think I'm actually going to go with Nizgoza here. Portland at home, looking pretty good that to me. So I'll go with him in that slot. There he is. And the extra slot then, I want this to be a really solid player in this final slot here. So let's just go back to my lineup builder. This is obviously the extra slot. So I'm going to filter this. And I'm just going to have a look. Just going to have a look at all the options I've got available. And look at the fixtures as well, of course. Johnny Russell potentially. Oh, he's not been on the best of form though. Maleka's obviously been on form. Got a pretty difficult fixture though away. Alexandra Plee. Sane's been atrocious. There's Juba in and out of the team at the minute. Jesus Ferreira potentially. But I probably want to save him for my under 21 or American side. He could be an option though. He could be an option. There's also this Hadji Wright as well. Who's actually on really good form at the minute. Let me just go back to... Yeah, and obviously I can't use Malcolm because he's over the 60 threshold. I've already got Gil in the plus 6 for the plus 60 player. Hadji Wright could be an option here. As you can see, he's on form. Got a pretty good fixture as well at home. Cocker could potentially be one. He played the last game. He has played as sub previously though, so it could be a bit of a risk. I've also got Aruti as well at home to Vancouver. 65% chance of winning there. I do want to put someone really solid in this last position though. So Moleka's tempting. He has scored quite a lot of goals. Well, he's scored in every game in about like the last 4 or something like that. So he's an option. Senesi potentially at home. Dela Cruz could be a good pick. I might need him for my America. No, I don't think I will actually, because I've got Valdez there. I'm going to actually go with Dela Cruz in that final slot then. So let's go with Dela Cruz, wherever he is. Where is he? There he is. So we'll go with him. That looks pretty solid to me. Go ahead and confirm that. So now we'll go to the Underdog League. So this one is... it's actually 45 or below in the last 15 in this one, whereas the Specialist was 40 or below. So let's go into this team and have a look at what we've got then. So, got a few options in terms of goalkeepers. Looks like I've got 3 options here. So let's have a look at the fixtures. So we'll just go on to the lineup builder again. So let's sort this by the last 15. So we have got Montipo looks to have a decent fixture at Sampdoria. 57% chance of winning. Lund's got a difficult game away. And Lundberg's also got a decent fixture. But I think I'm actually going to go with Montipo here in that goalkeeper slot. Looks like he's got the best fixture. And in terms of defenders, now Nagato could potentially start this one. Although it's risky in this AFC Champions League, you never know who's going to actually start. So that might be a bit of a risk there. I'm going to go over to the odds for these games, I think. So let's just go to defenders. Let's go have a look then. So 45 or below, so that gives us a few more options. So Omsberg's an option, of course. 28% chance of winning. Marcus Lopez was an award, but is not actually playing this game by the looks of it. Lena might be an option, but difficult difficult game there. Looks like Belkovic is injured. Gunter is obviously used in my specialist team. Sandro won't play that one. Sifsy could be a good one, although it looks like he's probably not going to play that one either. So it's not looking good here for my underdog team. I think I might go with this Omsberg here actually. Nagato might play this game though. If he does, he's probably going to get a good score, but it's a risk. I don't know. I'm going to go with Nagato because I think he could play this game. Did play the first Champions League game, and obviously this is the underdog team really is a little bit about luck anyway, so I think you need a bit of luck to be on your side to have a chance of winning. And if Nagato plays, he should get a really good score there. Right, so let's have a look at the midfielders then. So I've got this guy here, 34, pretty difficult fixture. He's always seems to be always playing though, not really hitting any high scores though. Hard game for Halilovic here, away to AZ. Masao probably won't start this game. Espinosa, pretty decent game here. He's capable of getting some high scores as well. He's got a couple of sixes here. Quite a favourable fixture as well at home. To Massey, I don't think he's that great, is he? Pizzi won't play. Pochettino probably won't play. So I think it's going to have to be Espinosa. So he can go into that slot, Espinosa. And forwards then, let's have a look what we've got. So 45 or below, don't forget. Ferreira might qualify here, let me just check. No, it doesn't qualify. I was hoping it'd sneak under the radar slightly, but it doesn't. So we've got Hadji right here. I think he's going to be a potential definite there. Looks like Nair is injured for this one actually. But Cocker here, these could be a good option. Started the last three on the bench. And I've also got Caruso, although he's been coming off the bench, but we've been scoring. And a Ruti. So I think my mind's made up here. I think this is an easy choice. I'm going to go with Wright and then a Ruti in the other final slot. So in terms of captain then, I think I might go with Wright because it's been on fire recently. So I'm going to go with him. I'm going to go ahead and confirm that. I think that looks pretty solid. Confirm. And that is my two limited sides complete. So I'm just going to have a quick look. See if I've got any players in the underdog rare division. So I've got Lung here. That's looking decent. Nagato again. So I'm going to put him in this team. Lozano as well at home to Club Lyon. It's decent. His stats are looking better actually, Brian Lozano, because he might have a good game here. So I'm going to go with him there. Raul Rodriguez, don't think he's injured, is he? I think he is back. And Furuhashi as well. Could he come off the bench potentially to get a goal? So this could be very interesting. So I'm going to put these into there. I'm going to put him in there. And then I'm going to put Furuhashi in there. Don't think I've got many other options really. And I'm going to go with Nagato as captain. If he does play against this weak opposition, then he's going to potentially get a really good score there. Furuhashi will come off the bench. And Raul Rodriguez, I don't think he's injured, so I think he's expected to play this game. Let me just check on here, see if there's any injury news. Forwards. Raul Rodriguez. No, it looks okay. So he should be starting this game because he hasn't had any CONCACAF Champions League games midweek, so he could potentially start that game. So yeah, again, that looks pretty solid. I'll go ahead and confirm that. I'm not doing the Legends team this week. I'm not really interested in that anymore. I'm actually selling my Legends cards. So yeah, that was all the teams. So if we go over to my teams on here, just to confirm the lineups for this week. Pretty fast this week. I think that's what you need to do. So the underdog rare, I've gone for Lung in goal, Nagato as captain, Lozano in midfield, and I've got Raul Rodriguez and Furuhashi up front. On paper, that looks fairly solid. So yeah, that looks good to me. Specialist limited side, I've got David Roof in goal, Gunter in defence, I've got Carles Gil in midfield, Nizgoza up front, and also Dela Cruz as well in midfield. Underdog team is looking like this: Montipo in goal, Nagato again in defence, Espinosa in midfield, Aruti up front with Hadji Wright as my captain. So again, I think this lineup looks very good. It's all down to Nagato really, because he could potentially scupper two of my lineups here. Also, it depends on if Furuhashi starts or comes on as a sub and gets a goal. And the same with Ralwadius, really. Not been starting recently, but that's mainly due to injury and obviously playing in the CONCACAF Champions League. So yeah, I'm hoping this team does well. Let me know if you guys are entering these leagues. Are you guys entering the Legends League as well? Do let me know in the comments section below. If you do like this video, please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and for more free Sorare content, please check out SorareAssist.com. Don't forget you can become a patron of Sorare Assist as well, and you can also become a member of this YouTube channel by clicking that join button below. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.